This recent revelation of embracing Satan is a stark reminder for all of us to remain beholden to the values of our viewers and to stand up for what's right no matter what. All right, now let's bring in Glenn Beck, not only a friend of mine, but Glenn broke this story. Glenn, really good having you on. I don't know if we should start with a prayer or if I should make the sign of the cross or, you know, one of my producers is Greek. I got one of those evil eyes to ward off the satanic stuff. Tell us about what you found.
Great to be on your show. I've been looking forward to talking to you this week. I can't tell you how happy I am for your success. Now, what's happening at Fox? It doesn't bring me joy to talk about this because, I mean, Fox played a big role in both of our careers. And it wasn't like this when Roger Ailes was alive. Say what you want about Roger Ailes, but he knew the American heartland and he cared. They have gone full on woke. This comes from 3 different sources inside. They are wildly concerned about this. This goes on top of all of their woke new policies, but this is matching money for the Satanic Temple. It's matching money for Planned Parenthood or the Southern Poverty Law Center. There is no excuse for this. As Fox News viewers, you know, if you are frequenting Fox News or part of their club, I'm not talking about the people on the air, but the people who are now running it are not the friends of our Constitution and our God, I believe.
You know, Glenn, when we were there, Roger was there, and again, say what you will, but Roger, he defined the Fox News, right? And it was God, family, country, in that order. God was always on the top, and you knew it. That is, Fox has lost their way. They've become something else. You point out there was a Pride Month last year that they were highlighting Pride. One of the other places you can donate in this portal is the Trevor Project, which is, you know, pro-LGBTQ. You talk about Planned Parenthood, pro-abortion. I mean, Fox News. People don't even realize that?
No, I don't think they do. I think actually some people are starting to. I've heard a lot of people saying, I don't think I trust Fox anymore. I think you can feel it. These sources are telling us that, and this never happened with me, Eric. I don't think it happened with you either. Roger Ailes, say what you will about him, and I've got good things to say and bad things to say about Roger, but one thing is absolutely true. The man was a genius, and he was loyal to the principles of the audience. He was a man in armor, and he knew, we talked about it, he knew when he died, when the Murdoch started to fall apart, it was going to be trouble, and it is. And I think people just need to be aware that this is ESG, this is the World Economic Forum coming to roost. They are demanding their pound of flesh, and they will get it. But I know my company, I'm pretty sure your company, we would not do this. It's one thing to have the matching contribution, but not to the Satanic Temple. And by the way,
right,
up until last night, and maybe still true today, but I have an update on it. Up until last night, you could not give to Billy Graham, okay? They weren't approved. They received...
but Glenn, allow me, let me jump in here. Billy Graham was not approved. Franklin Graham was not approved. Franklin Graham was advertising on Fox last night. I saw it, and I'm going, wait a minute, Fox won't match Franklin Graham, but they'll match the Satanic Temple. Folks, if you want to see what the Satanic Temple is about, just go to the website. There's no hiding. They can call it what they will. There are people, there are men, half goats, and some of the crazy, crazy things going on. Not Church of Satan, but the Satanic Temple are different. Yeah, go ahead.
And don't, I mean, you know I look to Satan for the truth, but they say, you know, we don't worship Satan. We just call ourselves bullcrap. They are the ones that have gone to court for the legal right to perform ritual abortions. This is not some, you know, kid's joke. And last night, Billy Graham Ministries received an invitation to now be a part of this for Fox News. I think that's because they clearly have a mole, and somebody told them that we were going to be releasing this. We gave them a notice, but something else leaked inside of Fox News last night, and I find it highly suspicious that just last night, oh, you know what? We should allow Billy Graham Ministries to be able to benefit off this. But the Satanic Temple is already approved.
Did Fox get back to, I assume, like a good journalist, you give them an opportunity to respond before you broke it? I assume you did that, and if you did they respond?
So we, of course, reached out to them. I don't have anything against Fox. I have good memories of Fox. But this is bad. And we wanted to make sure that we were fair. And so we did reach out to them. They didn't get back to us at our deadline. I waited as long as I could and just announced it at the very end of the show because I wanted to give them as much time as possible. I thought they would reach out, but they did not.
It's not the Fox News that we experienced. I was there 11 years, Glenn. You were there a long time, and we were there. And here's the issue. They still hold some of those values, or they portray some of those values on air of, pro-religion, pro-God, pro-America. And then you see this and you go, well, what's going on at the upper echelons in Fox? You may be right. Maybe it is Paul Ryan and the board who've gone woke, and not necessarily on television, not what you see on TV, but behind the scenes. I can't believe that every single employee can donate to the Satanic Temple and to Planned Parenthood through the Fox portal, and they will match it 100% up to $1,000. It just blows my mind.
Again, I don't want to besmirch anybody at Fox News, any of the talent. You and I know many of them, and many of them are deeply religious people who love God and are trying their best. But this is coming again from the corporate structure. This is what I talked about in my book, The Great Reset, and in Dark Future, which just came out. This is exactly what I'm talking about, where they come in and they hijack the company. And I think this might be willingly on Fox News site, but they come in, they hijack, and they pervert. And slowly but surely, all of a sudden, it's a completely different company that is against your values. I personally respect MSNBC more because they at least say it out loud. They're like, yep, that's who we are. Fox News going dark like this and people not knowing is a grave danger to the Republic.
Glenn, really good having you on. It'll be very interesting to see if Fox responds to you. Come back and tell us how they did, and if they did, or if they make a public statement, which probably they should at some point, but we'll certainly cover it. And Glenn, your book, Dark Future, you're right. It was prescient how incredible timing. You come out with a new book, and one of the textbook examples of what you're talking about happens to something that, a company that you and I, we loved it there. It was part of our lives. Fox was part of our lives, and now it's becoming something completely different.
Roger Ailes told me when I first arrived, I said, Roger, I haven't officially started yet. You have my permission to back out of this deal. And he said, why would I do that? And I said, because I'm going to say what I believe, and it's not going to be very popular. And he said, son, this is the Alamo. We will make the last stand. It is no longer the Alamo. It's an insult to call it the Alamo car rental store. It's not anymore.
Glenn, really good having you on. Have a great weekend, and say some prayers after we come off here. Keep Satan at bay, so to speak. Glenn Beck, thank you so much.